My name's Daniel. I'm about to take off from Tel Aviv, Israel to Sydney, Australia on probably one of the longest flights going during the COVID pandemic. Sanitizing machines are located throughout the terminal. They're pretty high-tech and groovy. They have a little video showing you to wash your hands. Put your hand in, wait, get done. Hello. So for those of you who saw my hand washing video in the bathroom, might be wondering what's this orange thing on my hand. So just like when you go through a security check, they give you a little sticker to make sure that they know on the other side that you've gone through the security check. That's the orange thing that you get if your temperature is under 38 degrees. Absolute favourite thing, the robotic disinfector. Boy, he sits for a while in one area before he moves along, and he's disinfecting the entire airport. You can see on that screen, man, we always see it says he's doing room 1 and says how much of the room he's done and how much he's got left. There's sensors at the front, make sure he doesn't bump into anyone. As they say, of course, the devil is in the details. I was here a few months ago and they were ordinary taps and soap dispensers. Now they've changed to ensure that there's no touching. Grab your soap, grab your water, ensure there's no touching of surface unnecessarily. They've removed those facilities. You can see where you had paper towels and everyone just to minimise the number of surfaces that people are touching in the bathrooms. There's another thing I'm sure you've never seen in an airport is a designated private eating booth. So of course people are bringing their own foods, again minimising surfaces, no chairs, no nothing. The place people who are bringing their own food can eat with a relative minimal number of people around them. The United Kingdom has, at long last, compared to most other countries in the world, has put in a 14-day mandatory quarantine on all arrivals from overseas, and I'm just going to show you right now. I'm currently on the top floor of the Hilton at near Terminals 2 and 3. Almost all of Heathrow. Terminal 3 is of course closed at the moment, and you can currently see that there is literally not a plane in the sky.
To Sydney, operated in conjunction with our codeshare partners, Air Iberia and S7 Airlines. We would like to extend a special
Crazy. Joining me is Daniel Grunstein live. He's a researcher at the Transport Studies Unit in the University of Oxford. So Daniel, talk to me about this. This is a crazy experience that you just had. What stood out to you the most?
I think definitely what stood out for me the most was my experience at Ben Gurion Airport, because I felt incredibly safe. I really felt that there might be a future for aviation amidst the new normal. I felt clean, I felt socially distanced, and I felt ready to fly, Natasha. Bring on summer 2020.
All right, so were airport and airline staff following precautions as well, or was it just the people who were traveling?
Look, everyone's got to get used to this, and they're humans too. When I went through Heathrow, the security check is one by one, and I noticed, for example, that the attendant didn't change his gloves between the previous guy and my guy, and I told him off. I told him that he needs to change his gloves, and he changed his gloves. Everyone's got to get used to it. They're humans too.
Right. Well, I mean, good for you for actually telling him and standing up for yourself. But tell us a little bit about where you are now. You're in a quarantine hotel in Sydney, right? How's that going for you? What's it like?
I'm lucky I can still work from here, so that's keeping me sane. And the food's pretty awful, so my family's brought that over. But the quarantine is pretty intense. I've got a security guard right outside the door over there. You can definitely hear this interview. And yeah, you can't leave the room. I can't even open the window for fresh air.
Oh no, really?
Right, it is a 5-star hotel, so...
There you go, free stay in a 5-star hotel, Daniel. It's not too terrible. You'll be out soon.
No, I'm fine.
All right, thanks for joining us, Daniel. What a story. All right, I want to have that experience myself and see what it's like before the airports fill up again.